Hi guys, Job here from History and Reviews. Today we're doing something a little different. Today we are going to be customizing a box that I bought at Hobby Lobby along with other supplies that I bought at Hobby Lobby. This is what I call a customization of a Jedi saber box. So you can go a little high end to begin with, that being what I'm referring to as the saber quality. I got this box at Hobby Lobby for $23.99. It's a crate. Now they sell more expensive ones like the crab cage ones that look like the Krusty Krab, which is a crab cage. They sell crates and treasure chests that are bigger and better than this, but this is a good starter. Now, what I've already done was put thin coats of this acrylic made by the Fine Touch Naples yellow color, which is this. It says it's an acrylic paint, works great on a variety of surfaces, canvas, thick paper, wood, and more. Even when it's dry, it retains the vivid, intense color and remains permanent. So you want that on something like this. And my idea for this crate originally sprung from The Force Awakens with a lightsaber crate that Rey finds, and I happen to actually have the Graflex, but this is a cheap toy saber, not a hilt, but I will be getting a better hilt in the future by Saber Forge, so keep out and look at that. So this used to look just like a stained brown / black oak, and now I've went along 2 days ago and put some of this paint on it and made it really look dirty, and we're going to be doing some more of that because it needs more of that, because otherwise some of the details of the box look like paint rather than scratches and dirt, which the front is basically, it's okay. So how I do this is I also bought with this crate value brush set, 6 pieces. It's $3. You get 6 of them, and I use the biggest one because you can tap it to be fine. You can use the edge to be fine, just as fine as those. Not as fine, but close to it. So I'm going to take a small little dab of this. Forgot to mention this, but I bought some, didn't buy, my bad. I actually found some sandpaper around here. Now what sandpaper does is it basically makes things that look like paint and not dirt look more like dirt and not paint. So this is basically going to give scratch marks. It's good for like detailing weapons and metal things to give it scratches and if you want to damage something up. But so now you see this little streak does look like paint because it kind of stops abruptly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start taking away some of this paint. I'm going to make sure I get nearly all that on the top because we don't want that looking like paint. Now as you'll see, it's starting to look like scratch marks. And really weather that down. Now you're seeing it starts to look like scratches, and that's also coming off, which is what we want. We want the paint to strip. We want it to look old. I bought this as a prop. I'm not going to use it as decoration. Just get in there and get it dirty. Now you see it's looking much more natural. And now what I'm actually going to do is take the smallest amount, the tiniest amount ever from my paint, and I'm just gonna lightly hit a few spots just very gently, and you're gonna be wondering why. I'm actually gonna streak them off and just pull down. Pull down, go all the way down, and you just want to fade that down and make it look like it's skidding. Just kind of skid it around, just in parts that look like paint you want to blend. And maybe I'll take a little more of the sandpaper and you can never really use enough sandpaper. Alright, so we have our scuffed up side. Now the back part is where it's really going to get nifty. All right, now this isn't the most unrealistic side. The one to come is the most unrealistic, but this I noticed after it's dry, you want to let it dry to see what it actually looks like. If it's wet and you're gonna look, things might drip, things might move, so you want to make sure it's dry when you actually examine your work and want to change things. So I noticed that this kind of detail up here is okay, but this just looks like paint. So what I'm gonna do is just weather and strip a lot of that paint off. You can also use acetone, which is nail polish remover, so you can use that to get this off. Now I'm just beware your ears. This sounds unpleasant sometimes. So I'm gonna really scratch that metal. Now you can see already it just has millions of scratches and it just looks incredible. And do not be afraid to get that stuff off. And have a good grip because it's going to want to fly off. And parts where the paint is too harsh, go over with the sandpaper. So this area is okay, but parts like over here, want to tone it down a bit. And now it looks much better, not really like paint. That's that side complete. And now I'm gonna move on to the most unrealistic side, and we're gonna fix that up. And now we're just gonna, now let's put ourselves in a temporary situation. This is being dragged through the sandy deserts of Tatooine, and up comes a rock. So a rock just hit this, and then maybe a few months later a rainstorm comes in and just kind of just tears off the excess paint and drips down. I'll add like a little gravity, like it's pulling it down here. Maybe we have a lightsaber come through and just nick it. Okay, so the sandpaper will be destroyed in the process because it's sandpaper and you want to use the heck out of it. So always brush off the excess. All right, so I hope you enjoyed the customization of the Hobby Lobby crate that I bought. So the crate was $23.99, so $24, like $15 or $30 after tax. The brushes were $3 and the paint was $3, so about $30, and then the cloth was about $6, so almost $40. Now I'm not done. I've got more things to add, like wood chips, parts, maybe buy a little TIE fighter kit and then break off a wing and put a few pieces in there like that was broken off from a big TIE fighter. Just a bunch of random things, tools and stuff to make it look not just like it's a lightsaber crate, but there's other things inside. I definitely recommend doing this. I found that crafts like this are fun, but do your research. Know how to stain, know how to paint, know how to make things weather, know your colors, know what to do, know what not to do on this, know what is too much paint, what is too little, get the right brushes, know how to clean them. All these things are important because just the tiniest details can give the best outcomes when used properly, and the tiniest details can destroy projects when they're done incorrectly. So this crate is very fun to do, and it came with the brown stain, the black stain, like I said. You can go out to Hobby Lobby yourself and get crates that are just wood, just plain wood, and you can paint yourself, you can do whatever, which adds more creative flair. This already came like this with all the bells and whistles. I didn't add the leather straps, but there's much more to be done to this. Like I said, such as the broken parts, maybe a string or two hanging out here, maybe a string or two hanging out here, other parts, maybe some leather pouring out the sides, maybe, that fluffy straw you can get and spray paint that brown to make it look unearthly and like it's alien and foreign. And then obviously the big investment for a lightsaber hilt that goes in there that just tops it all off. And it has to be aesthetically pleasing. So match your lightsaber hilt or whatever you put in here, blaster, whatever, holocron. Match it to the color of this. You don't want it to be weird or do whatever. I'm Job from History and Reviews, and I hope you enjoy the customization of the Hobby Lobby box with Hobby Lobby accessories and the toy lightsaber hilt inside. And I will see you when this thing is complete.